All right. Welcome to the studio. At least what we've got so far in the works. This is a bit of a test video, just playing with the hardware, the computer, the microphone, the cameras, the lighting. So I figured I need something to do to test this out. So we'll jump right in with a secret document. Everybody loves a clue to a secret mystery. Here's one. So this is the Emerald Tablet of Hermes. This was an ancient document translated into many languages and passed down throughout the Middle Ages to various kings who were worthy. This is the alchemical opus, the secret to the entire formula. And it's said that this text can be read hundreds of times, and each time the reader experiences it, they'll experience a deeper layer of meaning coming from the words. In truth, without deceit, certain and most veritable, that which is below corresponds to that which is above. Good morning, YouTube. So apparently I'm still learning how to pronounce words at my desk. So we'll read a translation while we're venturing through the forest. Just snowed about 7 inches last night. Wow. All right, it's going to be an obstacle course. Here we are, Newton's translation of the Emerald Tablet of Hermes. In truth, without deceit, certain and most veritable, that which is below corresponds to that which is above, and that which is above corresponds to that which is below, to accomplish the miracles of the one thing. And just as all things have come from this one thing, through the meditation of one mind, so do all created things originate from this one thing, through transformation. Its father is the sun, its mother the moon. The wind carries it in its belly. Its nurse is the earth. It is the origin of all, the consecration of the universe. Its inherent strength is perfected if it is turned into earth. Separate then the earth from the fire, the subtle from the gross, gently and with great ingenuity. It rises from earth to heaven and descends again to earth, thereby combining itself with the powers of both the above and the below. Thus you will obtain the glory of the whole universe. All obscurity will be clear to you. This is the greatest force of all powers, because it overcomes every subtle thing and penetrates every solid thing. In this way was the universe created. From this come many wondrous applications, because this is the pattern. Therefore I am called thrice greatest Hermes, having all three parts of the wisdom of the whole universe. Herein I have completely explained the operation of the sun. So how far back does this go? This metaphorical formula. The universal wisdom in this text is said to derive from Egypt. Let's see if we can find an even older translation. All right, let's take a look at a version of the Emerald Tablet that may be much older. This is from Manly P. Hall's Theory and Practice of Alchemy. The genuine translation from the very ancient Chaldea is as follows. The secret works of Haram, one in essence, but three in aspect. It is true, no lie, certain and to be depended upon. The superior agrees with the inferior, and the inferior with the superior, to effect that one truly wonderful work. As all things owe their existence to the will of the only one, so all things owe their origin to the one only thing, the most hidden, by the arrangement of the only God. The father of that only thing is the sun. Its mother is the moon. The wind carries it in its belly, but its nurse is a spiritus earth. That only thing is the father of all things in the universe. Its power is perfect, after it has been united to a spiritus earth. Separate that spiritus earth from the denser crude by means of a gentle heat and with much attention. In great measure, it ascends from the earth up to heaven and descends again newborn on the earth, and the superior and the inferior are increased in power. By this thou wilt partake of the honors of the whole world, and darkness will fly from thee. This is the strength of all powers. With this thou wilt be able to overcome all things, and to transmute all what is fine from what is coarse. In this manner the world was created. The arrangements to follow the road are hidden. For this reason I am called the Haram Talat Meshasad, one in essence, but three in aspect. In this trinity is hidden the wisdom of the whole world. It is ended now, what I have said concerning the effects of the sun. Finish of the Tabula Smaragdina. Interesting. So this is the alchemical formula, the scientific process by which consciousness relates itself to matter. Day 2 of having the studio set up. I'm already back in the forest. Wow. This is interesting. Looks like the trail breaks open after this point. So this channel is about growth on all of its layers: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. I'm on the journey with you. You know, all this philosophy, these insights gained, they're incredibly useful, but they're worthless unless you can take these insights and bring them back to the physical, embody them. That's what the Emerald Tablet is describing. Descending again from heaven, rising back to heaven from earth. It's completing a circuit. You activate the higher faculties in the above, and they translate into the below, to the material, to the body. Embodied action, embodied wisdom. You can't just think it, you gotta live it. But without getting into when the Emerald Tablet was supposedly written, I want to say it was the Hellenistic era. The ideas it contains are much older. It's like opening a door. Alchemy as the science of the mind. Alchemy is just one form that this art took. One way to think about truth is like a serpent swimming at the ocean surface. From the surface, if you were to observe it, you'd see the series of humps as the serpent's back rose out of the water, descended beneath, and then rose above it again. That's sort of a good analogy for what the truth is. It returns to the surface, crystallizes into some form, some system, embodied wisdom by a secret society, and it goes below ground. So we're going to use the Emerald Tablet and all of its peripheral systems of thought to create a new map of mental health in 2025, or whenever you're watching this video. This is more than just mental health. This is a reconnection with a universal narrative that once tried to unite us all. And things took that away. We lost it. But we all feel that something is changing. That the systems that we once relied on and had faith in are starting to crumble. We're building something new together. And for whatever piece I'm able to contribute, I need you here with me. So take these walks with me. Comment, give me feedback, let me know your insights, your experiences, and I'll respond. Let's talk. So as we begin to get acquainted with alchemy, the Emerald Tablet, and we start exploring other traditions, a good place to start is to examine the triune nature of God, the Trinity. This idea that the universe loves the number 3. Across all traditions, you see the Trinity come up. Horus, Isis, Osiris, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. In alchemy, it was salt, sulfur, and mercury. Salt stood for the body, sulfur, the soul, mercury, or Hermes, the spirit. But the body, as salt, was not just a physical body. It was a material container for something abstract. The mind, symbolized as Mercury or Hermes, as the winged messenger of the gods, was the interface between soul and body. The mind stood as the mediating factor between consciousness and matter. In Jungian terms, the triune nature manifests psychologically and cosmologically as a resolution that results from the union of opposites. You have a tension that results from the masculine and the feminine principle, both of which comprise all things in existence. They comprise you. That tension is resolved by the birth of the tertiary structure, or the sun. That takes us to a new layer of the mystery. The alchemists called it the axiom of Maria. To describe what that is, we'll consult Socrates in his dialogue with Tiberius, his student. 1, 2, 3, my dear Tiberius. But from whence comes the fourth? The sun emerges as the principle that alleviates the tension between opposites. But the sun grows to be the hero. That hero is the distant fourth. We can see that represented in the cross. 3 with a distant fourth. We see this in Jungian psychology, the primary, secondary, tertiary structure, and a distant fourth, the inferior function. We see it in the seasons. Nature herself spends 3 seasons above ground and 1 season below. We see it in the physical forces. You have the strong and weak nuclear forces and the electromagnetic force. The fourth, gravity, is a bit distant from the first 3. We're still trying to figure that one out. The very dimensions that we live in. We have 3 spatial dimensions and a somewhat distant but related 4th dimension, time. All right. Gonna enjoy some peace out here to myself. Work on connecting with my root chakra, grounding myself. I'll see you back in the studio. These are the voices of our past. These people are us. We left these messages for a reason. Least we can do is honor that attempt and hear their words. Let's go down this rabbit hole together.